Never wanted to be hiding 6 feet underground. Never wanted to be singing till there is no sound. Never wanted to be hiding 6 feet underground. Never wanted to be singing till there is no sound. Never wanted disillusion running through my veins. Never wanted expectation pulling on my chains. Never wanted disillusion running through my veins. Never wanted expectation pulling on my chains. Never wanted to be hiding 6 feet underground. Never wanted to be singing till there is no sound. Never wanted to be hiding 6 feet underground. Never wanted to be singing till there is no sound. Never wanted disillusion running through my veins. Never wanted expectation pulling on my chains. Never wanted disillusion running through my veins. Never wanted expectation pulling on my chains. To be selfless cause I changed my mind. Never want to be relentless cause I got no time. Never wanted to be selfless cause I changed my mind. Never want to be relentless cause I got no time. Never wanted to get stuck and think it's all the same, and go on and take for granted growth is too untamed. Never wanted to get stuck and think it's all the same, and go on and take for granted growth is too untamed. Never wanted to be hiding 6 feet underground. Never wanted to be singing till there is no sound. Never wanted to be hiding 6 feet underground. Never wanted to be singing till there is no sound.
It is Artist Direct on FM 100.5, brought to you by Singing Hammers Construction. That was Never Wanted from Sara and Kenny.
And we are thrilled that Sara and Kenny were able to join us this morning on their travels as they're getting set to head toward Viroqua for a show this weekend. So good morning. How are you both?
Good morning. How are you guys? We're doing all right.
Good. You guys, you sound relatively peppy for being on a tour, and it's like, 8:17 in the morning.
Caffeine can do wonders.
Yeah, we got up at 5:30 this morning, so.
Wow.
That's
we a couple hours in.
That's impressive. So are you guys actually driving right now from Lincoln?
Sounds like it.
Yes, yeah.
That's a long haul.
Yes, it is.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty straight the whole time.
Yep.
Well, let's talk about, so
control.
for those that are confused, Sara and Kenny are this wonderful duo that are traveling right now all through the United States. But, of course, you guys have ties both to Wisconsin and to Italy. How does that come in? Who's from Italy? Who's from Wisconsin?
Well, I'm from Italy, and Kenny's from Wisconsin. But I say that I'm a hybrid because my mom is originally from Wisconsin as well.
Oh, you're kidding.
And
Yes.
Yeah, small world.
So that's how the story started.
So tell us, how did the story start? Like, what was the meeting here?
Well, so Sara grew up in southern Italy, and it was when she had finished conservatory, she moved to the Milwaukee area, and we had actually just kind of met through mutual friends in the music scene. And initially we fell in love and tried not to play music together, and then it kind of became inevitable.
Okay.
Yeah, it became inevitable, and we ended up getting married. We started a band, and not in that order. We started a band, then got married. And, we've been kind of doing it now for about 3 years.
Yeah.
It's been traveling around. We're currently located in Berlin, Germany, but having ties to Milwaukee, we always come back to the U.S. and kind of base ourselves out of Milwaukee when we're here.
Yeah, I do see shows in Milwaukee. I see shows. You've been out to Oregon. You've been in Nebraska. You're heading to Chicago. You're really sort of getting around. What is it like as a couple? Because there's one thing to have a band or a duo together that can have its own sort of emotional ups and downs, right? But to be in a relationship and be on the road where there's no break from each other, do you find that there are ways that you have to sort of take moments? I mean, how does this work together as a couple?
Well, she's always right.
Yep, that's what you have to say.
Well, I mean,
Yep.
That's a great question. How do we take moments? I guess it's learning when it's okay to just rest a little bit. So I think we've gotten pretty good at letting each other be if we just don't feel like talking or. But I mean, we're pretty lucky because we get along very well. So we're kind of like ridiculous. We sing the whole time. We talk the whole time. We're pretty used to each other.
Yeah, we've had friends make comments that we should make more road videos because we're a little ridiculous all the time on the road. We literally just sing at each other sometimes for no reason, even if the other person's not listening. So
That's adorable.
Yeah, it could be
Kenny's
adorable.
more of the talker.
It could be. It could be.
or very annoying.
You know-
And Kenny needs to get mad for him to stop talking.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because I'm having this like vision of you two, like one of you, like you're both asleep, and then one of you wakes up with a song idea, and you're right there. It's like you're taking your work home with you. You're literally
Right.
sleeping with your work, and you go, "Hey, wake up, wake up, wake up! We have to work on this song."
No, yeah, it's actually there's a fine line, that we still, I guess, from the relationship and working together and spending all the time together point of view, there's a fine line that we're still trying to, work hard at establishing of when does it end, because it can easily just become how you live your life the whole time, where, you're on the road a lot of the time together, constantly talking about music, constantly performing, but,
Constantly working. So.
Still need to make space for the relationship to exist as well, which can be a struggle, especially, when you do it like we've been on the road now for almost 2 months, and, so.
Okay, are there any particular music skills that one learns from the other? Like Sarah, do you learn something distinct
Have you enhanced
from Kenny?
each other? Yeah.
Exactly. Do you finish each other's sentences? Basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Well, that's a good point because Sara actually studied classical music and I studied jazz. So we kind of come from two very different schools of music, and so we learn from each other all the time because there are very different skill sets that I think you acquire in both of these art forms.
And they also have a different approach.
Yeah.
That's how we approach music that is different, and we always go off of each other.
Yeah, and what we kind of try to bring it to is something that we feel is different from both of those at the same time. Our music, we call it jazz folk, and so it's a constant dialogue between us about discovering more about each other's musical approach and where we come from, and what the songwriting process kind of always leads us to new points. So because we spend so much time each other, we feel like it helps, but it kind of it's a constant learning process for us both.
That's kind of cool that you guys can do that from each other, especially coming from different backgrounds. I think that actually enhances most musicians when they're able to work with other folks that add an element, that add a sound. Again, for those of you that are just tuning in, we are talking with, I'm going to do this right now, Sara and Kenny, Italy and Wisconsin.
Okay.
I'm getting all multicultural now. Watch out, John.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm intimidated right now.
Okay, I'm going to get geeky for a second, but I was taking a quick look at some pictures, some videos, and although I couldn't see the headstock perfectly, are you guys into Godin guitars?
Yes, we are.
Okay, I'm gonna
Very
geek
much.
out.
Wow.
I'm gonna guitar geek out on you for a second because that's me. But who got into Godins? Because not everybody knows about those. I love Godin guitars.
I certainly don't. I would like to know more.
I did. I knew they did the classical guitar in that way. And then I discovered their World Series of instruments, like the ukulele, and eventually, like my goal is to own all of them.
Oh man,
It's just gonna take a very
Okay.
long time.
Yeah, they've
I
got a
love-
great
I love
mandolin out too. You could add them all to
Yeah,
your.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah, they have an oud, they have a cavaquinho, they have a lot of things.
This is like where we spend our money.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it was kind of exciting. I even saw like one of your photos where it said Album of the Year, where Radio Milwaukee had you up for Album of the Year, Band of the Year, Independent Release of the Year, and you're both holding Godans, and I was like, wow. So have you reached out? Like, have you guys have you getting any like endorsements yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. If you want to help us with that,
I'm on it.
Okay.
I'm on it.
Let's do it.
No, I mean, we have worked with them in the past, but we're not officially endorsed by the company.
That's such a great. I love it. I think people's guitar choice says at least a little bit about them, and I was excited to see you guys playing that. So, when you are out touring, how many instruments are actually loaded into your car with you?
3 at the moment.
That's
so
actually.
we bring in a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that's pretty good actually. That I had this image of you guys loading up like all of these different instruments with all these dreams that you had attached to them.
Oh my gosh. Well, if Sara had her way,
That's
that would
just
very
my
much
mind
be the
right
case.
now.
Yeah. Luckily, flying over from Berlin kind of restricts what we really can bring.
Yeah.
So.
Great point.
Yeah.
But it's all in my head.
Yeah.
Is there one instrument you can do without, or is every instrument essential to your sort of music experience?
At this point, I think we travel with an acoustic guitar, a ukulele, and an electric guitar.
Okay.
And, and so it's a nylon string acoustic guitar, and at this point, I really feel like all 3 instruments have kind of become part of our sound.
Sure.
And we kind of go around swapping them while we perform a little bit. Sometimes I'll play Sara's guitar. She won't let me touch the ukulele yet, but
Fair enough.
yeah. But at this point, these 3 are pretty essential, I think, to what we do. We could probably get away with not bringing the uke, but I feel like part of us would be missing. No.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
kind of sweet.
Yeah, kind of like missing an arm or a leg or something like that. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Well, let's talk about the fact that people can see you in performance this weekend. You guys are actually heading to Viroqua.
Yes, we are. This upcoming Sunday.
So what is the show? Who's bringing you in?
So we're performing at Driftless Books and Music, and it's kind of done in cooperation with the Wisconsin Roots Music Cooperative. And we'll be performing there Sunday at 4 p.m. They do a Sunday kind of, they have it a classical and jazz actually Sundays, which is kind of funny because it's where we both come from. And
Yeah.
I think we kind of break the mold on that a little bit too. So it's we'll be there Sunday at 4 p.m.
All right, this is
Awesome.
exciting. So, folks, I hope you get a chance in our listening area to head over to Viroqua and check out Sara and Kenny as they perform live. I know I have read a lot of things that not only is your sort of artistry beautiful, but the way that you two interact is a lot of fun, and I think that's what makes an extra special opportunity as an audience member. So, congratulations on getting that kind of response from folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So we want to make sure people know how to accurately keep up. I was going to say creep on you guys, but I mean, like.
I was gonna say, Sara and Kenny. I was telling this to Jenny. You two are very attractive.
Yeah, John says they're the most attractive couple.
Yeah, like you just make me blush looking at you.
Thank you. That's a good boost for the morning.
You may be the first person to have told me that.
Well, good. I hope I'm not the last.
Way to get in and be just a little creepy this morning, John.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's my middle name.
So if other people want to see how attractive and talented you folks are, what's the best place to keep up with you guys online?
SaraandKenny.com. So it's S-A-R-A and Kenny. There's no H on Sara's name. If you go to SaraandKenny.com, you can connect to all of our socials, keep up with our shows, find out more about us, videos, pictures, the whole deal.
That's perfect. I hope you guys will do it. And then, Sara, we want to play another song before we let you guys go, because I know you're traveling. But I wanted to ask you about this song. Is it Familiar Rhythms?
Yes.
Tell me what made you guys come up with this piece? Because it's really cool.
Yeah, Familiar Rhythms, we say that it's a mix of both of our musical cultures. So Kenny, being from the U.S. and the American folk, and me being from southern Italy with tarantella. So there's this dance in southern Italy, very lively. And the idea is that you got bit by a tarantula and you have to dance the poison out.
Oh, Jon just told me
Yes.
literally on the air this morning, he said he was going to put a tarantula in my
Yeah.
purse. Why? I don't know, but the timing of this is perfect.
I love to see you. I love to see you squirm, Jenny. I'm sorry. What can I say?
So I'm going to have to dance the poison out with their song.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And the idea, what I love about that is that this poison is also a metaphor for grief, loss, or if you wanted to just get a second chance at life. So that's where it comes from.
That's
Fabulous.
awesome. I love it. Well, you guys, you're a joy to talk with, and I know you're both on speakerphone, and I appreciate you dealing with this sort of back and forth. But I hope you have a great show and safe travels. For everyone else, remember, you bet, it's saraandkenny.com, SARA and Kenny.com. And we want to make sure that you guys get a chance to hear another tune from them. So here it is, Familiar Rhythm. Sara and Kenny, have a great weekend, and thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for having us. It was nice meeting you guys.
Yes.
All right, it's Artist Direct here on FM 100.5. Thanks to Singing Hammers Constructions. Here's Sara and Kenny.
Sing a song to me, love, sing a melody of all the things you care about, love, things you know. Dance to familiar rhythms, dance to the memory of a promise made, to the people you love made, to you. La 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 Shout the freedom that you doubt, the longing that you hold inside. The answer is inside of you. Let the beat guide you and your feet ground you, feel the moves that will lead you to home. Sing a song to me, love, sing a melody of all the things you care about, love, things you know. Dance to familiar rhythms, dance to the child that you hold inside, the child that is inside of you. La 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 la. Let the beat guide you and your roots ground you, feel the moves that will lead you to home. The sun